Welcome back everyone to Let's Play World Waves 2 as Japan, episode number 57. Here we are in Shortland, which is a funny little name. A little name, oh my gosh, I didn't even try that. Anyway, how are we doing? Well, we're doing pretty well. I feel like we are outnumbered, outclassed, but we have land-based aircraft and I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves with all the airstrikes, which is all this battle has been so far, but right as that happened, right at the very end of the last video, which I'm sure you remember, we did spot the main fleet. And we know that this is just at the point of time when our torpedo bombers are arriving. So the heavy cruisers here, their goal is just basically stay at the edge of combat. And if they take any major hits, the goal is then immediately to go home, immediately go to port. But port is very, very close by, so it's not a big deal. It should be pretty easy. And then if we have a chance, transport. If we have a chance after that, we'll look for targets of opportunity, in particular the transports, but let's get going. Alright, here they come, just like that. 4 torpedo bombers are coming in. Against combined a factor of 9. That does not worry me too much. Man, they are going like right through this minefield. A little bit surprising. Okay, and now we're actually gunning for the CVL, which apparently is down here, way down there. And that would be a great target. Honestly, if I could find a way to slip one of my ships around. No, I do have these destroyers. Maybe I can get somebody all the way over there. That would be great. Let's kill their carrier fleet. Alright, well, we got one hit. Oh, that looks like it's on the carrier. That's fantastic. We've identified a battleship, and there's another one. Not ideal. Not ideal. I think that this is probably about the time when we will start turning away. But there are... Okay, that's the cap, but there's also... just those 15? And now they're heading home. Okay. Looks like one more is being attacked, unidentified, but that... According to this formation, if it is if it's the same as these other ships, that should be a battleship. Yep, there it is. Identification has gone out as a battleship. Gonna turn away to try to make ourselves a little bit harder to hit. Hopefully these torpedo bombers are just doing all the work for us, and I think, isn't it gonna be nighttime soon? Maybe? Okay, I think that there's some aircraft we can prepare to launch. Let's see. Is that true? That is not true. Let's at least ready the next wave so they're ready to go. Torpedo bomber, plenty of torpedoes left. Let's ready to strike. And we'll probably launch them anyway. If they're able to get to the target during the daytime, that's probably my only requirement. Or we may take some hits. We may take some losses landing back on the carrier, but I still kind of think of it, oh, here's 19 coming in, that's so good. I still think of it as the doing as much damage up front just pays dividends for the rest of the war. So, here comes the 19. Or did those guys already attack? Oh gosh, they already attacked as well. You have all these ships like just literally going through the minefield. How do they not hit a mine? Okay, wait. Back in Rule the Waves 1, I did get notifications when the enemy ships were hit by a mine. It would say it was a torpedo, but you knew it was a mine because they just went through the minefield. And anyway, it's only happened to me one time in all my hours of Rule the Waves. One or maybe two, but I only remember one, and I think it's only been one time. But it could have been two. Let's say 2 I don't think it is, but let's just say 2 to give the game the benefit of the doubt. But I have seen constantly enemy ships going through minefields like this. And, I've been hit many more times than just 2. What I didn't account for potentially is what if these minefields no longer send their report of, a torpedo hit on an enemy ship? What if that's no longer reported? I think that it is, and it's just something's bugged. But, maybe. Alright, anyway, we are fleeing from the enemy fire. And I think what we're going to do is just try to move at the edge here. I could always send my destroyer down if we want to, you know, really make sure that these guys aren't going after us. But that would probably sacrifice my destroyer. I don't think that's necessary quite yet. What do we have here? Just a lot of cap? Yeah. Well, we're trying to move that way. Trying to get our carriers a little bit closer for the cap. Not just the cap, but Oak Tree pointed out, or reminded me, it's something that's pretty obvious, but these ships do need a little bit of time after course corrections to get back up to their max speed. Okay, well, I mean, if we're going to start taking hits, then it's probably about the right time for us to send in our destroyer. Gear up. Deploy smoke. Okay, here we go. Because one thing that would be very bad, obviously, is if one of our heavy cruisers here gets like a flash fire or something. I mean, we only have 6-inch turrets, 6-inch armor on our turrets. These are very well equipped for destroying enemy cruisers, but they're hopeless. They're really just hopeless against anything battle cruiser or larger. And that's, I mean, that's fine. They're not supposed to be. They're not battle cruisers or battleships themselves, so they're not supposed to be able to go toe-to-toe. I do think we should be able to do some damage. We're going to turn here because, well, we have to, right? But we're also going to open it up, and hopefully this will distract them from the fact that they have a destroyer bearing down. It's practically blocking sight of the cruisers, so it'd be hard for them to miss. But, you know, I think that we might get lucky here. Oh, okay, they're actually aiming at the destroyer now. Yeah, go ahead and open up. We are just getting so lucky, so many near misses. Okay, we have to start turning. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. And I'm gonna continue to go this way. Oh, it's looking good. That's right. They're probably launching their own torpedoes now because as soon as you do, as soon as you reload your game, all your previous settings are all voided, including if I told this guy not to launch torpedoes. Well, he's going to launch them now. We actually did land some 3-inch hits with our destroyer here. Kosami. I think this is one of the older ones. Yeah, this actually only has 7 torpedoes. It's kind of a weird design, but I'm still interested in saving her, so we'll just send her right to port. So I think that her job here is done. Let's slow down the speed a little bit. Maybe watch these torpedoes impact. Okay, 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit. Wow, 3. It says she's going down, but at 42,000 tons, this is a big ship. Man, this is like an Iowa class. This is a huge ship. I mean, it has 10 16-inch guns. It's more than an Iowa class. By 1 gun. Probably the extra tonnage that Iowa would have. I think it was like 45K for an Iowa, wasn't it? I may not remember that correctly, but I have in my head 45K. I think some of the weight savings is obviously this thing can only go 25 knots. That's a lot slower than an Iowa, which I think was trying to do 31, 32, something like that. Okay, only 4 3-inch dual-purpose guns, so she's really not going to do much from a dual-purpose, from like heavy AA standpoint. Oh my gosh, we got the Queen with the Mist Barrage. That's really good luck. Or was it just really good tactical positioning? No, I can admit that was not the intention of lining up my shot like that. Yeah, and I don't know if I don't understand how the torpedo what the torpedo trajectory is going to be before I see the game calculated for me. I don't understand what it'll be before, in order to be able to guess what it will be. What I'm trying to say is essentially I wouldn't know how to line up a shot that I would expect to move through and hit the next ship. I wouldn't know how to do that. I guess I could have like very, very mild, light intuition about, or guesswork about something, but yeah, we got lucky. But that, I mean, this is, hey, we'll take it. I'm really hoping actually that my heavy cruisers will start getting involved as well. Now that we've done some serious damage. Oh, okay. That's not the way I wanted it to go. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Suddenly got something in my throat. Yeah, so we took some heavy gunfire. The fact that the Kawanabe has the Splinter's perfect uptakes. What is her speed down to? 25, but we're very close to port. I don't want her to go to port. I really don't. I'm going to actually just turn them away. Oof. Well, the decision for me now is going to be much easier. I'm going to get the Kawanabe to detach. And just have her cruise northeast while the Ashigara turns around and then engages the battleship still. This is interesting. I'm going to say yes. It's fine. Go ahead and save yourself, basically. Oh, that Majestic is just dead. And that's not a surprise. We're not at all surprised to see that, but... How, by the way, at this point, how is our carrier group doing? Yep, they're ready to go. Okay, so let's again try to target any carriers. We're doing extremely good. I think we're going to get actually a lot of our points here are probably going to come from sinking battleships. But I mean, we've already sank some, and I think that there's maybe it's a higher priority to just sink. No, you know what? I'm going to change this to go ahead and target battleships. And the reason I'm doing that is because okay, this is this came to me in that brief second that I was thinking, and it's going to be kind of crazy. You're going to think, this is just how my brain works. I got very deep into the analysis in just like 1 second. I thought, first, let's go for the carriers, and then I thought, wait, if the carriers are all sunk, the battle generator probably won't start me at a long range with my carriers and their battleships. Basically, the game won't give me what I would in real life have, obviously, still, a battle where my carriers are up against their battleships at a distance. Because I don't think the battle generator works that way, I don't think it gives like realistic... I just don't trust the battle generator to give me a battle where after I sink their carriers, it's still kind of like a carrier battle. So that's my reasoning. Essentially, I want one of their carriers to survive so that if I get into another battle and they have that one carrier remaining, we start far enough away that it's like a carrier battle. Anyways, it's a long-winded way of saying what I want, and we're going to launch these guys. I don't know if it's a good decision or not. It says that they're not going to be there until dark, but hey, what's your max speed? Just put you up to almost max, and really I just want you driving or steaming as with as direct a line as possible. Now what happened here? Why did the bonsai break off? Okay, Ashigara, we want you to go forward. The Kawanabe, by the way, the reason why I don't want her to go into port yet, I know she's taken some real damage here, but she has torpedoes. And it's weird, but I really, at this point, the Kawanabe is just a floating torpedo platform. I don't really want her to go and, do damage to the transports or anything like that. Kawanabe fire extinguisher. Well, hey, that's good. I didn't even see the notice of a fire here. And she still has 20 knots of speed. That's not half bad. Well, it's not half, you know? It's not 15 or 16. I wonder what... Yeah, I wonder why this... why did you detach? 30. I don't actually want you to go up to 30. Let's just put you guys at 20 maybe. Because I guess it is probably about time to start revving up the engines. We are getting a little bit closer. And these obviously are my priority. Just the ones who I would most like to sink this battleship and that one. And honestly, I want them to go first after the second battleship. What is this? Did they already do their strike, or are they just putzing about? Oh no, I think those guys are inbound. And the Majestic is firing at them. I mean, the Ashigara is landing hits at the Majestic. While also taking some fire from... That's the Queen class? She's still not officially going down, but we must have hit... Well, this might actually be a good idea to try to get her as soon as possible. She's still moving. Another hit. Just 8-inch guns, but hey. We can get lucky. We can just chip away at the superstructure. We'll take anything, right? Oh, what's this? Oh, 15, 17. Does that mean... Oh, God. Okay, so we do have to be very careful. Wait a second. Oh, did I say yes to all? Oh, no. Oh, no. I think... Yeah, she went back in. The... whatever. The floating torpedo platform is no longer a floating torpedo platform. Alright, well, just in time for us to lose one of our turrets. But you know what? Those aren't that important. We're a floating torpedo platform again, right? Yeah, you should just go as fast as you can, because this might not be a... Okay, Lord help me. We're very close, but we're going to just make our way to port at this point. They got our number. They got us pegged. 3 torpedoes in this Majestic seems to be shaking it off. Okay, let's get up to squad max at this point. I think it's appropriate. Now it's getting to be the appropriate time to rev those engines up. We do have these torpedo bombers inbound. I think that they are the old ones, so they're probably still searching for the carrier. Yeah, well, I mean, we just got unlucky. It looks worse than it is with the max speed of 7. Having one of your funnel stopple is no good, but we're going to make it to port. No problem. Let the Majestic keep shooting at us. That just makes it so she's not shooting at the other stuff. These guys, are they going for the... They might not be. Wait, Ashikar's machinery is repaired. Gives her a max speed of 7. That's not in my comfort zone. I'm going to kind of keep her at the edge here. Maybe we'll keep her out. She's still useful. Not sure what these torpedo bombers are going to do. Oh, yeah. Well, why don't you come in with the smoke? All the smoke. Still, I'm really sorry about my throat. I don't know what's going on. Oh, good. We landed. Okay, good. And I guess we're launching our last wave. This will certainly be our last wave. I really want to get to the Queen. Oh boy, it's funny. Saying it sounds a little, yeah. Hold torpedo fire for now. My goodness. I don't know what is going on with this Majestic with 3 torpedoes in her, but she is still just really laying out the damage. And it had to be our engine room again. We're down to... Okay, well, you know what? At a speed of 4, I think we can justify going to port. And there goes our next turret. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Ashikara, go. Go. Get out of here. Okay, now the kamikaze's taken her turn. We kind of want to, I think we kind of want to move, not away, but just like, we want to angle a little bit better. 13, is that, oh God. Oops. I guess that was more ships approaching, but I actually did not see the message. 15 approaching, probably? Did you get, oh my God, get to port. Do our best. Well, I guess this is one way of doing it. Oh, wow, so these guys are going after the carrier. Perfect. Torpedo bombers too, so that's a good sign. Okay, here we go. Ashigar is still taking hits. As long as she's down to 3 knots. Just get to port. Okay, we did land a hit. I think this was on the carrier, I think. Kamikaze took a waterline hit. I'm still keeping the division. Okay. What? Her max speed hasn't changed? Okay. Let's break off the Kamikaze. Very appropriate name at this point, but I'm still going to pull her off. I guess I can actually launch torpedoes if she has an opportunity to do so now, which she does. So we'll just launch some to start putting torpedoes in the water, but I'm going to pull her off. She's going to continue to deploy smoke. She's not pulling off. What's going on, buddy? Launch more torpedoes since you decided not to pull off, but... I mean, we're hitting something. We're apparently attacking a destroyer and a light carrier again. Alright, Kamikaze, since you still have not pulled off, why don't you just go ahead and launch your last set of torpedoes? You are at least deploying smoke, that's good. Yeah, she's turning. And she's definitely taking a lot of fire. Kamikaze sinking, yeah. Well, I guess it's okay. We're going to get the Majestic out of this for sure. Now the Raiko's starting to take hits. I think we're going to have to launch here. Oh, we almost got that hit. So let's just take the Raikou and fire torpedoes. Bonsai, do you have a solution? Not yet. Okay. Alright, Bonsai has rotated into position now. I'm going to move towards. It's a little bit gutsy, but she's just ignoring my orders anyway. Well, the last one looks good. This current wave is looking pretty good. Let's hold torpedo fire. We already are. Okay, I think that's going to be enough to do her in. So at this point, I'm just going to... You know what? I can actually detach... I don't know why I didn't think of that right away, but I can detach the Raikou. Oh, Lord. What is this max speed of 0? The Bonsai has 2 torpedoes left. Well, you know, that's not a whole lot. There's the hits I was looking at. Oh, there's only 1? Raikou has repaired her machinery. I'm just so surprised this Majestic class is still in the game. There's another hit. Another hit. Look, if you have torpedoes, you might as well launch them at the Majestic, because I don't think you're going to get a chance to launch at anything else. Maybe you just send her to the bottom a little bit quicker. And what we see down here, a whole lot of cruisers. Interesting. I still think you're not going to get a chance to launch at anything else, so really just bring her down as quickly as possible. And then when you get a chance, just go to port. Bonsai, on the other hand, is going to continue steaming southeast. I guess it's east almost. We kind of want to hide behind the kamikaze though, so let me come back a little bit. Okay, Majestic is still getting pounded by torpedoes. Let's take you down to 20, even... Nah, 20. Take him down to 20. It's another one. Considering these have all hit her... Oh, that's not true. Yeah, it is true. All of them have hit her on her starboard side. Remember, when she was going north, I came to her starboard side and launched torpedoes. Hit her on the starboard side. Then she circled all the way around to this, and then we circled... I mean, we actually didn't circle, but we had a new set of destroyers come up. That is so many torpedoes, you can't possibly counterflood for like 7 torpedoes. So, pretty sure she's a goner, and she should sink. I mean, the whole point of that was just to say that she should sink very quickly. I don't think they model that in Rule the Waves, but if you're getting hit more on the starboard side, or like exclusively on one side, if you get hit on one, like 1 and 1, 1 and 1, like 2 on one side, 2 on the other, it kind of is, it's nice. You're almost counter-flooding yourself. It's not nice. You'd rather counter-flood than be hit by those extra 2 torpedoes. But if you're going to be hit by 4 torpedoes, you'd rather it be 2 and 2. Excuse me. We still have another wave coming in, I guess. So, and you guys are straightening out. Good, good, good. Ashigara has not yet made it to port at her speed of 1 knot. Might as well just get a tug out there. Oh, the Raikou has reattached. Great. Well, I don't think we want that to happen. I mean, you don't have torpedoes, you don't have speed, you don't have a whole lot of what I'm looking for. So your mission is still to go home. Bonsai is going to go hide over here behind the kamikaze. Oh! Oh, Lord. What? What do we see here? So the last one I sent was going after the battleships, which means that these are legit targets for my destroyer. They do have guns. They have, sadly, more guns than my destroyer. In fact, I'm not actually sure. I'm pretty sure it's impossible for me to close the distance and get to those, sadly. Especially when I'm down on speed. Now, I do have this one who still has 24 knots. That's just not much better. Let's take a look at this. Who's moving at what speed? They seem to be moving okay. I just want to see who's going where at what speed. Because the battleships look like they are still moving well. And the reason why that matters is I don't think that they're sinking. I'd like to hound the ones that have been taking torpedo hits, but I don't even know which ones have since they're all moving so quick. Well, we got the Majestic. That's nice. Hopefully she goes down before our aircraft arrive. Is this them? It is. Darn it. They're going right for the one that is already sinking, I think. Well, hopefully. I think the developer did add some kind of overkill algorithm to have some of the aircraft pull off. Yeah, I think my target is going to be these carriers, especially as I didn't have my aircraft target that. Probably want you to come in with the smoke deployed as well. Okay, so we have a battle cruiser here, the Inconstant. Sounds like a medical problem. Anyway, 8 16-inch guns on this one. 28 knots. It's going to be hard to get close enough to do anything to her. The Blackwater is engaging now. So I think we'll just go gun to gun with her and see if we can get close enough to the Avenger to launch. Of course, we're well within torpedo range, but we might even get kind of a hammer and anvil going. At least there'll be 2 different launch angles. And I could exacerbate that, or actually improve it, I should say. Just by having the bonsai come on the east side of the Avenger. It looks like she's turning that way anyway. Oh man, the Blackwater got the first guns in. And it's about to be nighttime, which is actually perfect for my destroyers, but not so good for my aircraft, which actually are approaching the ships already. So that is good timing. Oh, please don't be approaching that one. I see them moving south, okay. Torpedo bombing a destroyer? Not what I expected. Avenger, what is your max speed? 21. Okay, so we're gonna have a hard time. Oh, it hit a battle cruiser. The battle cruiser, the Inconstant. She's evading. I wonder if this is the time for the Ashigaru to get in there. Bonsai's taking hits. From who? Oh, the Blackwater still. That is really unfortunate. I don't want to lose the Bonsai. I don't have that many. These are not good destroyers because this is my South Pacific fleet, but at the same time, I don't want to lose destroyers for nothing. Okay, you know what? I'm going to call it. We're pulling off. Oh my gosh, we identified the Princess Royal, which is essentially another Queen class. You know, they have some pretty hefty fleets down here. I mean, ships down here. I know we've hit some of the light carriers with torpedoes, so I'm just going to rely on that to win us the battle. No. Okay, so say yes. Please no, please no. Damn it, anyhow. Okay, no, I guess the overkill's not real. Please no, please. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Oh gosh, what a waste. That is good. That is very good. She's evading. It almost makes me think maybe we will go in after this Avenger. Right as she takes her first hit. This Blackwater's really got our number. Okay, she's going the right way. Just trying to make sure this one's going the right way. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Guess we might as well guide the Ashigaru in. I think this is it. I don't know if any of these guys are, you know, oil firing, so just in case, I'm going to take them down to 25, but it is approaching. Which one of you is the right one? I think that I'm just going to go this way. Hope to identify them first. I'm actually going to hold fire. Our fire is not going to do much anyway, and it's just going to identify us. Okay, they're firing at me now, so I guess it's too late to try to save that. Now we actually have a shot at... Oh, this battleship is apparently not moving very quickly. Okay. Yeah, what the hell? That was just a horribly inaccurate shot. I was wondering about that. I'm like, what the hell? Now she's out of arc. Guess her speed has changed. Destroyer and light cruiser. Well... Ouch. Alright. Ashigaru was getting out of here. Now, I don't think that this is... I don't think that this is actually a light cruiser, but we will just launch at her. Might as well. Yeah, you gotta do something, right? Maybe I'll continue west here as well. We only have one torpedo left. Okay, no sense. Plus her speed is just horrendous. Okay, head north. She obviously had a really hard time identifying those ships properly. Well, we still have one over here, one destroyer, so let's just go ahead and see what this one picks up. We know that they went over this way, and where's the light carrier? Just don't know. I was gonna have this carrier start moving away. Okay, so let's get you to go 20 and north now. Oops. I was really hoping if that light carrier actually did take a torpedo that she would slow down. Last saw her heading west. Enemy aircraft are approaching us at this point in time? Oh my gosh, they're actually landing bombs too. And I have a lot of AA. I mean, look at the Flak Ryu is holding strong in position. I don't know what the Sapporo is frickin' doing. Good lord, man. Stupidest dumb ship ever decided to leave. So the tsunami did take a hit here, a bomb hit, but a lot of flooding too, which I'm a little surprised by for a a bomb. Let's just get them to head to the northern port because we don't need anything else from them. Now let's just run this at speed because it looks like this episode will be coming to a close when this battle does. Okay. Oh my god, oh lord, oh, we ran into it. We ran into it here, didn't we? But wait. There's a chance. I know that she's probably going down, but we got a chance here, and we might as well take it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! They went right through her. Oh lord, that is annoying. That is annoying. Well, that's the risk reward. That's what you do. You take a chance, and it's not always going to work out. So we can fast forward this one now. Not sure if the invasion is going to work, by the way. So you go to port. You go to port. But actually, should you? Who's the damaged one? You took a bomb hit? Okay, let's change some stuff up. Let's cancel scouting. Do I want to cancel scouting, or do I want to just end the battle? The only thing I'm worried about is what if I haven't yet sunk enough of the transports? The only ships I have which can do anything about that are my carriers. Okay, let's just look at the day. Okay. It's gonna be a long time. It's gonna be a long time until they're up. Yeah, I don't think it matters. We're not gonna have a chance to strike before the transports will have time to be in position. So we're just gonna send everyone home. Except for the Sapporo. For her lack of loyalty, she's gonna go head to this port. So I can actually say no here and have you support another one. Does that work? Looks like it. So let that one come chase me. In the meantime... Oh my gosh. It's a transport. They're trying to make their way still. That means their objective wasn't here. Oh, come on, Sapporo. We are... Okay, transport firing like guns. Doesn't seem right. Hold those torpedoes. We don't need them. This is amazing. We actually caught a transport. She's obviously sinking now. So we'll saunter off into the night. Visibility is not that bad either. And our land-based aircraft are still going to get a chance to go at it, which is cool. We're near enough this port that I think we can risk this. So interesting. I wonder where the invasion target was. So we have definitely sunk 3 transports. I don't know how many they started with, how many we needed to sink. It would also be interesting if your carrier aircraft could still launch while you're in port. That would be an exploit. Enemy troops landing. But where? Like, where is this happening? Just go up and down the coast, I guess. Look at this ding-dong. Oh, you need some help, don't you? You don't know how to get around to the coast. So the AI's worst enemy, a coast. I guess it shouldn't be so close. It should be a little bit off the coast. Like, what was the transport doing here, though? I still don't even know where the landing spot would be. Huh. Yeah, where the hell would they be? It's a little weird. I don't know how to play these missions yet. I don't have a good idea of where the landing spots will be. Sometimes, I mean, it used to be that you could tell by where the battery was. Can I do that still? I don't think there's any ships left over there. And when you find the transports, they do just stay. Okay, we're gonna have a lot bigger sight radius in a moment. Okay, well, this is interesting. Looks like it's a transport. It's a carrier. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We got really lucky here. Alright. This is it, Chun Chun Maru. This is what you were made for. Destroying destroyers and destroying this carrier as well. So we're already putting a lot of lead into the enemy battleship, or destroyers. It says you're sinking. I highly, highly doubt that. Let's get you closer. Forget the escorts. Go after the main one. Vision should be even better now. Oh, we're starting to land hits. It's perfect. Oh yes. Oh yes. She's on fire. 10,000 ton ship. Okay, I have to make sure I do enough damage to sink a 10,000 ton ship, which is not necessarily going to be... Oh my gosh, we have the other one. We have them both. Okay, well, the Sapporo is going to go after the other carrier. And yeah, I mean, we may even be taking their destroyers with us, which is obviously icing on the cake. Oh, this is so good. Look at the 4-inch guns are hitting a destroyer while our 6-inch guns are hitting the carrier. Couldn't ask for it to happen any better. Do a little evasive maneuver here and there, just to avoid torpedo launches, which we're a lot less susceptible to as a smaller light cruiser, but, you know, still susceptible. This Audacity, I think, is already dead. And we probably are doing some damage even to the destroyers. I mean, we've been peppering them with some fire. Here comes the other one, coming into range, the Sapporo. And she's firing. Oh, she hit. Awesome. Audacity and Avenger, these are, I mean, I think they're the same class of ship, really. The AI likes to make multiple designs that are exactly the same, but just different design names. I'm going to turn just to make sure we're not taking any torpedo fire here. Throw off any torpedoes. I'm still looking as well to see if any new ships are appearing. So I'm very nervous. Very nervous that the enemy fleet is going to show up. And I also, ooh, I don't want you to turn. I actually want the flak for you to go chase these destroyers. Yeah, but the Avenger's done for. They're both done for. Have you... Hold on. Okay, yeah, you already are holding off on torpedoes. You know what? Not a bad time to launch a torpedo just to make sure this thing's going down. That's obviously going to confirm the kill. And then we can switch fire. Actually, we'll just switch fire immediately to, yeah, destroyer. There it is. Okay, Audacity's down. Avenger's taking... Yeah, still taking a lot of fire. She's down, I guess. We'll launch some torpedoes to finish her off as well. Also make a priority target of the destroyer. These guys might be leading me to the transports as well. Okay, let's just move at speed. I think I'm going to forget this guy and just chase the other destroyers. Mainly I just need to chase because we can pen them in eventually. Yeah, this Blackwater is actually doing better than us. You know what? Save your ammo. What is this? Another destroyer? Holy cow. They're all over the place. We're getting the D and we're getting the Scorpion. These guys might actually be out here picking up survivors. I feel bad. But not that bad. Okay, got the D to stop. Okay, hitting both of them now. And yeah, we have our port right here. So I actually made a really good decision not to go to port. Oh Lord. Lord help me. How much longer is this battle going to go? I do want to get out of the battle. I mean, I assume the troops are already done. Okay, I think we're just going to go to port now. I'm assuming that D's a goner. Put a few more rounds into the Scorpion down here, and then I'll probably call that one to a close as well. Okay, never mind. We want to go after that one as well. She looks like she's in the process of trying to pick up survivors. Well, not on my watch. Oh, it's a Blackwater too, and those guys have been potent adversaries, let's say. We actually, I thought for sure that was us getting hit by a torpedo. Well, you know, I mean, I guess that's going to solve the, whether or not that thing's going to live or not, the Blackwater. Alright, this guy's a goner as well. I'm assuming I may have benefited from sticking around and shooting that one up a little bit more. But I'm getting impatient, so let's call this one to a close. Say yes to all. And see how this one ended up turning out. Disappointing in some ways if their troops actually did get through, but you know, I mean, obviously this is going to be a crazy victory from a ship tonnage standpoint. Okay. A little disappointing with the battleships. They do have one carrier. 2 light carriers were sunk. Well, we already knew that. And yeah, good. So they only had 4 survivors. Oh, they only had to reach it with 4 survivors. Oh, man, that is lame. We sank half their invasion fleet. And you're saying that that wasn't enough? We sank more than half. All in all, we lost 2 destroyers for 2 capital ships, 2 light carriers, a light cruiser, and 4 destroyers, plus the 5... I mean, this is like an amazing victory. If you call this... If the British land, it's a Pyrrhic landing. That's what it's called, a Pyrrhic landing. So this one was hit by 2 torpedoes, the Redoubtable. This is the Redoubtable class? Huh. Looks very similar to the Majestic class. Looks identical. That was the hood, by the way. Huh. It's always fun to sink the hood. 1 torpedo hit from this one and 2 bomb hits. The Queen. That's the 1 torpedo we got in. So this was an air-launched torpedo, I think, right? Oh, wait. No, this was the destroyer one, the one that missed the hood. And then sank the Avenger, the Audacity. Yeah, okay, well, this is good. I mean, we'll see if it ends up counting as a... Yes, enemy evasion has been averted. Fantastic. Okay, then it's all worth it. It's all worth it. Secure better terms. I'm not going to let this one get away from me this time. Okay, so they have 0 enemy merchants were sunk. I mean, friendly merchants were sunk. 2 enemy subs sunk. 5 merchants at the cost of 2 subs as well. We have 34 out there. And they also had their merchant ships sinking stuff in the South Pacific. Fair enough. Okay, so we'll call this video to a close here. Thanks for watching, and until the next one, stay safe and take care.